Hello, everybody. Today I would like to start to talk about some processes I went through and where it led me. So, and these experiences may lead you into better understanding of what is going on. Also, I have some astrology here. We'll see. So first of all, this whole process and the cycles in astrology that are starting or already have started, they they are very significant, and there are many of those, and they all kind of emphasizes on us humans to step into our own powers. And they assist us in various ways. It means that we have to let go of many things that we may have believed and turn out not to be helpful or not to be true at all or whatever. And this can all, of course, manifest in very different ways, as we are all individuals, and we will always stay to be individuals, even more so if we follow those energies and start to take action within ourselves. This so-called awakening process means that we shall actually notice ourselves and know ourselves and what we are capable of. And that is, of course, different for each and every one of us. And we also come to certain conclusions from very different angles. Yeah, some they may come from more political ways, others more from scientifics, others more from spiritual, religious ways, and yeah, there are many different ones. For me, it was health. So I was very ill, and like everybody, yeah, you go to see doctors, and you are in hospitals, and this and that, and so it did not work the way that one would think. And so I have said one day to myself, and now is enough. And now I will take care of myself. So, and then the whole journey started. And I think the most important conclusion or step in that way I did quite a while ago. I struggled across some videos in German, and it was about a doctor. He had some experiences himself, and so he he was talking about when he actually started to kind of clean himself out in a psychological way. He got better, and so I thought, so being diagnosed with some kind of mental illness, I thought, yeah, well, cleaning yourself out on a psychological way sounds pretty right. And so I started to do this work with myself, and it's still ongoing process. I mean, we every day we make experiences, and we then take out some kind of conclusion out of these experiences, and we act according of those. And so in this whole process, I found a lot of things that were kind of hindering me. And then I said, well, what is this? Do I still need that? Why not? And does it help me or not? And kind of just pulled these things up into my consciousness. And so with that, I took out the re- re- repeat of it all the time. So I could break some cycles. As I said, I'm still in the process. So, and I think it's kind of a never-ending one. So anyway, so if we start with this, we actually start to realize how much we actually hinder ourselves and for how much we actually have to take responsibility. Not only for the negative, also for the positive, but usually we feel the negative more, right? So we have to go through some pains and difficult stuff and so on. But we learn out of it if we take the lesson out of it. But often we are like in this victim consciousness, and that means that we are kind of, we always blame the others. We blame a partner in a relationship. We blame the boss or the work or the client, or we blame the government, or we blame the environment, or we blame the financial situation, or whatever. It's always something outside of us. And that, when we change that and see how much we actually do ourselves to ourselves, we will be aware of that we create our life. We are the ones who choose when we come to crossroads. We choose which way we go. It's all on us. It's not about blaming us, but it's about realizing it, and then we can start to just change and like try to alter our situations and find more happiness and more joy in life and the things that you are actually looking for, what makes you happy or what you want to do in life. So, and with that, I also have some astrology here, and as I said before, it's a lot about cycles. And you may have heard, if you are an astrology interested person, you may have heard about all these conjunctions that are going on, and they are actually with the outer planets. So that means those planets who take a long time to go once around their journey around the sun. And so these planets include Pluto, of course. It includes Jupiter and Saturn. And we have also some asteroids and dwarf planets and minor planets that have been discovered not so long ago. So it's very interesting to see that many of these cycles, they just started like end of last year or just in the beginning of the year, and some of them will be in the end of this year that they will restart. And those are cycles that last, for example, uh, the Saturn-Pluto cycle started on in beginning of January this year, and that's a 34-year cycle. And it does bring new themes, as in which constellations they have conjunct. And but their energies is like, Pluto is transformation, is like the phoenix rising out of the ashes, and Saturn is structures. So, like all kind of structures. We have structures in our own lives, right? Well, when we eat, when we get up, when we go to sleep, and all these kind of things. Yeah, we structure our life. Yeah, or in how we go shopping, or just very little things in daily life. Yeah, we structure everything, we plan, and so on. Yeah, so this kind of things. And so all this in the little, our daily lives, as well as in the whole of society, is in a new cycle, has to transform. And so it breaks down first. We have to realize it, we have to destroy it in a certain way, and then rebuild. So this is very, very significant, yeah, not only on the individual level, but the individual level will lead to the society, right? And it seems like with practically the whole world on some degree of lockdown, it's just kind of directing us there. And some of us, we are really badly hit, yeah, also financially, and but some of the people I see around, they have lots of ideas, and just use the time for this and that, and they discover new ways for themselves, and so it includes a very creative uh, view, or a creative time as well. So, and that is also where we have Jupiter, and we have Pallas, we have some really intense cycles, and so that is like Jupiter and Pluto. That's a 12-year cycle, and we will have Jupiter and Saturn. That is a 20-year cycle, but that will not start until what 2nd of November 2020. I wrote down here. I read that somewhere. Yeah. so, um, so it is like Jupiter, Pluto, and Pallas. They are in kind of a cycle and twisted kind of conjunction, and going retrograde and then meet again, and all of these kind of things. And it has started. It just had started, and this will go on until kind of the end of the year. And so they will actually meet 3 times. Some of them. So, okay, Jupiter. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our system, and he likes to uh, just put his power or shine onto every planet or place where he meets. Yeah, and so he is like uh, he stands for growth, for a bigger view, a higher view on things. And Pallas Athena is an asteroid, and um, she is the goddess of wisdom. So I made some notes on her over here. So, and she brings artful and creative solutions to problems, but out of a state of balance. It means an inner balance of the feminine and the masculine energies we all of us have inside us. And we shall not now suddenly think, okay, now the masculine is bad and the feminine is all good, and so now we have to change from the patriarchal system to the opposite. No, but we should actually combine the two divine principles and inside us as well as outside of us. And that means balance. And when we are in balance, everything changes. The view we have on things, our perception, and how we interact with other people in a much more non-judgmental form, and so on and so on. So we are also asked to accept more other people in their ways and how they uh, live and how they create their life. It's all expression of ourselves. And so there we have to come to. And that's the energies of the times at the moment. The change, the big change to a new world. How that will look like, I have no clue. I can't tell you that. I don't know. Nobody knows, right? So maybe some pick something up, right? So anyway, I think I leave you with that for today. And I'm looking forward to see you all again sometime soon. Bye.